Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of T.I. and Tiny, the Friends and Family Hustle, Season 1, Episode 2. I don't know. I don't know, like, if people enjoyed the first one. Um, all I know is I got bored, and I'm not sure if I can review this for 10, 13 episodes. Probably it'll get good, but it's really just like the same shit over and over and over again. So, I mean, I'll try, but I was up here doing everything under the sun but watching this TV show. I literally the show was on. My husband went to the store. I went in the room and started to meditate. And I forgot. I forgot that the show was even on. Like I was like, okay, I'm about to go do my meditation. Forgot the show was even on. So, that's not right. But I'll try. I'll try to review the show. If people like it, then I'll do it. So the show opens up. Tiny is cooking. Her are all of the kids that live with Tiny and T.I.'s kids. She not taking care of any of his kids from hello. Why is it not focused? She's not taking care of any of kids from his previous relationships, right? These are all they got a lot of fucking kids, okay? A lot of kids. And it's just like more of them keep popping up every single time they do a fucking show. I just see more of them. So Tiny is in the kitchen cooking. Ti come in. The two kids are in there. The boy with the fro and the boy with the locks. They were in the kitchen, and they're talking. You can tell that Ti just is waiting for the situation to blow over. He is waiting for Tiny to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm over it. So they're joking, they're talking. Um, she's like, I got something for you. He like, what? She's like, I want to go to church. He like, I'm not trying to go to church. I'm not trying to go to church at all. See, all you scorned black women want to go to church and it's an easy target. And the pastor say, give me your money. Give me your fucking money. And you go and you give him your money and religion is a concept or was and I religion was a what did that man say? Same thing. Religion is a a man-made ideal to control the masses and the sheeple. And I said, you was just mad at Kanye for talking some dumb shit. And now I kind of get what he mean when he's talking about the religious part of it, the fact that you don't have to go to an institution to worship God or whoever, is your spiritual. Did you like my thumb going across the camera like that? That was real professional, wasn't it? But I get what he means about the religion and how it is sometimes a money grab. You don't need an institution to worship God. You're supposed to be your own church. Your relationship with God, your spiritual relationship with God should be the most important thing. Your personal relationship with God should be the most important thing. You can have this grand church and go to church, but if you don't feel the spirit in your soul, then what's the purpose? I get what he meant, but like, shut the hell up, Kanye. Like, you sound like Kanye. You was just going in talking about how Kanye was saying all this dumb shit, but now you out here saying shit and you're not. All you're doing is using big words and not really explaining yourself, and it's She like, I mean, you gonna throw the money at the strip club in the strip club? Why not give it to God? Why not give it to a church? And he like, nah, I ain't going to church. I ain't doing that. So he goes outside and he gets her two Fendi bags, and he done bought her a Fendi shirt, some Fendi shoes, all of that. And he like, do I still have to go to church? She like, yeah. She like, I mean, I don't understand why you think gifts are just the end all and be all. Because he's rich. That's why. Because a man with power and money is used to getting his way. Especially like T.I., I mean, this ain't y'all first rodeo. So T.I. knows that, you buy her a couple of things, a couple of items, spend, half a meal on her, quarter of a meal, whatever, 3/4, whatever. Spend that little money on her. And, this gonna all blow over. She gonna be fine. She gonna be driving in her new car, wearing her Fendi, and everything gonna be fine. And Tiny is like, I mean, I don't know. I guess, I don't know if Tiny is like legitimately over it, because it'd be nice if she was. But she's like, the gifts aren't the end all and the be all. Stop accepting them. Look, I don't know if that's the next scene, but I'm going to do it like this. Monica's meeting up with Latoya Luckett. Her and Latoya Luckett are friends. Latoya is telling Monica about how she was having full-blown contractions. I don't know how many months she is, but she was having full-blown contractions on their way to Dallas to see her husband, Tommy? Let's just say her husband. Her husband's daughter, Madison? Let's just say his daughter, because I don't know these people's names. So the pain didn't subside. She had to go to the hospital. They told her to go to the emergency room because she was having full-blown contractions. They had to make sure that labor was not, like full-blown labor was not on its way. And while she was in the hospital, I think she was in the hospital in Dallas. This was the day before school started. So once they saw that the heartbeat was okay, or once her husband saw that the heartbeat was okay, he went and took his daughter school shopping. And so she's like, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, alone for 37 years, and I thought that having a husband, he would be there to hold my hand. She says in the confessional, one of the reasons why I married a husband is because he is a good father. It's just, I think that he has a little bit of a hard time right now realizing that he does have a new wife and that things are not just him and Madison, his daughter. So moving on, we see Monica. Monica is in the studio with her cousin. They play this new song, and I don't think the song is hot. I'm sorry. I don't think the song should definitely not be a single. The song should definitely not be the first thing that she leads with off of her album, her comeback album after 3 years. I think she said it's been 3 years since she's put out an album. I just think the song is too slow, and it's like, okay. So her the song plays. Her cousin is like, okay, yeah, basically saying the same thing I said, but not in such a straightforward manner. Okay, we got these songs, but also we need some turn up songs, because do people want to hear Monica sing, or do they want to turn up in the club and start twerking? And she was like, yeah, I want to be sexy. I want to do that. I want to do both. And he's like, I mean, I don't think anybody associates you with being sexy. She was like, I mean, yeah, you won't see no video of me twerking, but like, I think sexiness is the confidence that you exude, the fact that you're comfortable in the skin that you're in, the fact that you wouldn't sacrifice yourself or go up under a knife to satisfy somebody's standard of beauty that is not your own. She's like, I want to do, the turn up music, and also I want to do the sentimental soul music. I don't know why I called it that, but that's how I feel. The sentimental soul music. And she's like, I'm not an artist to put out an album every year, but I do feel like after 3 years, it is now time. And it's expensive, because she's doing this independently. But if you really love something and you want to do it, then you're going to do it. And you're not going to dilly nor dally. You won't dilly dally, okay? You're going to grab the bull by the horns, bite that bullet, and try to flip that money and make a profit, okay? So next we see, if I'm not mistaken, next we see T.I. and Tiny. T.I. comes over to pick up their daughter. I think their daughter's name is Harris. Why is their daughter's name Harris? Isn't oh, her name is Eris, right? Eris Harris. Please don't do that shit. Eris Harris. That's her name. Because I was like, why are they calling this girl Harris? And I'm completely positive that their last name is Harris. Please don't do this, okay? I don't like stuff like this. I don't like Eris Harris because I don't like stuff like that. I don't like Northwest because don't name your child. See, that's the thing, though. See, parents be thinking they slick. No. I said this video was going to be 20 minutes and it's already 17 and I'm still talking about shit. Parents be thinking they slick. That old Eris Harris shit, that's some slick shit. That old Northwest shit, that's some slick shit. Okay? You, John Johnson, Stevens, that's some fucking slick shit. And y'all do that shit on purpose. Y'all think it's so cool. You think it's so cool. Rich Richards, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. I don't understand how you think it's funny or you think, oh, let's have their name rhyme. That would be great. My mother used to do that all the time with me, and it used to piss me off. She would, and it would, oh gosh, she would always be like, go get the camera. And I would say, you don't have to say that. And this was me young, but it was just like, ugh, because I know my name is Camera, and you know my name is Camera because you named me, okay? So when you say go get the camera, I'm just like, don't do that. That is so petty. I just don't understand why y'all parents be doing that. Don't name your child that. Like, really, you gonna name her North and your last name is West? That's rude. You ain't named none of the other kids East, South, or West. You didn't name any of them, but you sat up here and you named her North. Why? It's just, it's really petty. It's really petty. So T.I. comes to pick up Eris. He's like, hey, I'm planning on going to Trinidad around the 29th or the 30th of this month. And she like, oh, okay, that's cool. Have fun. And he's like, what the end of the month is. And she's like, now I'm not sure. So she says in the confessional it's her anniversary and that it's not. I think the biggest problem with Tiny is that, first of all, outward appearances, putting on the fake smile and the fake love and the fake happiness. Damn, our relationship is bad, but can we at least not make it seem that bad? And another thing, I think Tiny is not, it's not like she doesn't want to go to Trinidad. It's just she wished that he had asked her in a more romantic way. But my thing is, why are y'all even going to Trinidad? Why would you even entertain the idea of going to Trinidad with him when I mean, like, are y'all gonna spend like an anniversary with each other? Because an anniversary is a happy time. Like, I don't get how you can go out of town and be around somebody who has hurt you, I guess, or who has like completely disregarded the things that you wanted him or her to do, and they haven't done it. So I don't know why you want to go on a trip with him anyway. But he's like, oh, okay, well, don't sit up here and say I didn't ask you to go when it's the 20th something and you know by yourself. And she like, I mean, I've celebrated alone before, so I think I'm okay with it this time. And she says in her confessional, she says in her confessional how it's weird co-parenting when you've always had that person around, because sometimes he be walking in the house like, "Hey, let me get Aries," and she like, I mean, I know this your child, but no, nigga, I'm with her. Let me have her. But I really just think that they should get a divorce because Ti is not gonna change, and Tiny shouldn't. Every woman don't have to be unhappy in their marriage. Girl, you can be happy. Damn, I just moving on. I think we see Toya and Tiny. They meet up. They are with their two daughters. Eris has a nail polish line, um, and I think they're having a launch in a couple of days. And she wants to do like a mommy and me thing, or like a daughter and me thing, with all of or with friends of women, with her friends and their daughters, so she can promote her daughter's nail polish line. They sit up there and they talk about Ti, and that's when she says that it's not really about the like going to Trinidad that bothers her. It's the way that he said it. And Toya was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk to him because I just think that, y'all could work this out because y'all are a good couple. And Tiny is like, I mean, Ti was doing that married thing before any of the rappers jumped on the boat, and like we would go everywhere with each other. And that's how I know, like, mentally, Tiny has not left this relationship. Tiny is still used to being a rapper's wife, and I guess as a rapper's wife, you have to realize that that nigga's gonna cheat on you day and night. And I guess the only thing you can do is hope that most of the cheating goes on in the night and not in the day. I don't know. Moving on, we see Toya, her mother and sister-in-law, and her mother and father-in-law, her stepdaughter, and her husband. His parents flew in with her daughter, his daughter, so he could see her. They started to talk. The She tells her mother-in-law how she had to go to the hospital and that Tommy wasn't there and how that made her feel. And her mother is like, you have to let them know, because men don't think like us, and beating around the bush is not gonna help. You have to be straightforward, direct, and honest. Tommy comes back from, I guess, putting Madison to sleep. She's like, I allow you to say your piece, Latoya. I allow you to say your piece and everything, but it seems like when I want to say something, you always want to get up and leave. And the mother-in-law, I don't know. To me, she was looking like, is y'all really gonna have this ghetto ass? It wasn't ghetto, but y'all gonna have this ghetto ass conversation on television for real. You gonna have an argument about your marriage on television. She was just like half smiling, half like, please stop. So she's like, I just think that you need to listen to me more when I things, because you don't sometimes. And he's like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm about to go. I don't know if it was a joke and he was doing that to joke or like he literally did that. But I was like, if he literally did that, then the irony of the situation is just it's laughable. Laughable. So next we see Ti. Um, his son, the oldest son, Messiah. Let's just say the oldest son. The oldest son is the first person in the Harris family to go to college or to, be granted admission into college and or to have the funds to go to college, any college that he wants. And they are discussing what kind of college he should go to. Mr. Black educator Tip wants him to go to a historically black college, but homeboy, his son is like, I don't know, maybe I want to go to a white, I didn't know if they were called PWIs. Maybe I want to go to a PWI. Maybe I want to go to a HBCU. I'm not sure. But his father, Tip, wants him to go to Morehouse. The the son with the fro is like, what do you like about Morehouse, Dad? He's like, I love the diversity and the differences and how you were able to see people on a different level and blah blah blah, all that big shit. Them big words that he try to use to seem like he's not full of as much shit as he is. And I'm like, why are you asking your father what did he like about Morehouse, like he went to Morehouse? And he also said, everybody who's graduated from Morehouse has done good things. Now, I know someone or of someone. His name is William G. McCrae the third. He's a popular figure here on these YouTube streets, these Paris, YouTube streets, these Facebook Live YouTube streets, these what else? What else? Cause what these Instagram Live YouTube streets. And Mr. William McCrae, so I'm sorry, Sir William McCrae the third also said that he graduated from Morehouse. And I said, well, that's one thing that Morehouse didn't do right. Okay. Because if that man is a Morehouse graduate, I don't want my son nowhere near Morehouse. Okay. But that's my own opinion. Moving on. Later, we see Tip and his sons. They have like a group discussion with people from, I guess, his team or his family, Tip's family. I'm not sure. And they sit down. Some of them went to PWIs, predominantly white institutions. Some of them went to HBCUs. And they're talking. Everybody's giving him advice. The oldest son says, my father, really wants me to go to an HBCU. And I know he's saying this out of love, but I have to make my own decision. And I don't know if that is something that I want to do right now. So he's like, thank you all, thank you all so much for all of your words of encouragement and your experiences at either the PWIs or the HBCUs. I'm going to take all this information in, I'm going to retain it, and then I'm going to deliver my decision. Okay. But at the end of the day, honestly, I really don't think that you got to go to the school that you want to go to, because if you go to a school that anybody else wants you to go to, you're going to drop out because it's not going to be your passion and it's not going to be something that you want to do. But that man's got money, so he can go to school, he can drop out, he can go to school, he can drop out. You live your best life. Next we see, I'm going in and out of order, but next we see LaToya and her husband. This is, I guess, the parents left or they're somewhere else. They are in the bed. He's like, I just want you to know that I love you. I care about you. I'm here for you. I'm here for the baby, obviously. I just want you to share with me anything that's on your mind or any thoughts or concerns that you might have, because I want to be here and I want you to express yourself. And she's like, well, I kind of debated bringing this up, but I feel like, well, I needed you to be there. I would have liked if you would have been there more for me when I was in the hospital. And he was like, yeah, I mean, once I heard the baby that they, uh, located the baby's heartbeat and the baby was okay, I hadn't seen Madison in a couple of his daughter. I hadn't seen Madison in a couple of weeks, and I really wanted to spend time with her. And she was like, "Yeah, I understand. Oh no, I completely understand. It's just I just felt alone, and I really needed you. And I love how much you love your daughter. I just want you to realize that you have a wife that is, preparing to be a mother for the first time, who is going through all of this stuff. Like, she just got married and now they pregnant. And I just need you to be here for me, a little bit more. Not taking anything away from the time that you and your daughter share, but just try to be here for me a little bit more in the time that you can spare. Like, I got you. I love you, big homie. I'm gonna be here for you. We here. So moving on, we see Toya meet up with Ty. Toya is like, I heard what your wife was saying. Now I want to hear what you saying. He's like, I mean, you done heard one-sided things. I just think that, like, me and Tiny are gonna be fine, once all blow over, basically. What else did he say? He said something that I can't remember. Fuck. She said, you invited her on a trip. Yeah, I mean, like, she wanna come. And Toya's like, I mean, but how did you say it? He was like, do you wanna go on the trip? She like, I mean, you ain't said it. You gotta say it, more romantic. You gotta be nice with it. And Ti says his normal stuff. He's not. There's no need for him to get a divorce from her because he's able to cheat and do everything that he needs to do with her there. Um, he says in the confessional, we've both done our dirt, some more than others, but we love each other, I guess. This is when I started to fade away from the episode. Okay. So the final scene that we see is Eris's nail polish launch. Everybody is there. Toya comes and Toya's like, girl, I talked to your husband. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna do that. I talked to your husband and y'all are just meant to be. I think you should go to Trinidad because y'all love each other and y'all can work it out. And she was like, yeah, I guess, maybe. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything here. And I don't get it. I don't get how everybody is saying this is just a real love. Like, I don't get how the hurt and the pain and the cheating translate into real love because they've been together and got 10 kids. You can have all the kids in the world and not be in love. I'm confused. You can have all the money in the world and still be a cheater and in a horrible relationship. Why Latoya Lucky came in and she was like, Ti and Tiny just have a real relationship. I just think that they should just stay together because they've been through the ups and downs, but that's real. That's what love is. Girl, if that's love, I don't motherfucking want it. Oh, I don't want it, okay? Because my light is going out, so I gotta hurry up. I don't want it. It's trash and it's unhealthy and it's problematic. And Tiny gonna drive herself crazy with this man who speak big words but don't know the meaning of any of them. Okay. Anyway, my light is going out. Oh, it went out. My husband, he bought me a stress animal, and I think that this is love. He knows how angry I get all the time at work and everywhere else, and just to squeeze this little motherfucker, that makes me feel really happy. Anyway, since my light is going out and I'm so unprofessional. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. If you like this review, if you like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe because maybe y'all can help me buy a light that will stay on more than 20 minutes. Thanks. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Never, 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 never have to say it no more.